make as interactive as possible until 12:30. Today I'm going to talk a bit about Hindu Vaishnava tradition, particularly Hare Krishna. So when I say Hinduism, what does come to your mind first? What you associating Hinduism with? Can you tell me some of the things?
Op med lappen, hvis I har noget.
Yes, please. India. Okay, thank you. Buddha. Good. Yes. Yes, please. Reincarnation. Thank you. Excellent. Yes, please. Oh, yeah, that's good. Very good perception. Yes, please. Karma. Yes. Wow, excellent. Have you already studied something about Hinduism in school? Yeah. I see here it's probably a person who is guilty for that, no? You didn't teach them. Yes, yes.
Well, I teach English.
Are you teaching English?
Sometimes we study English.
Okay, that's great. Excellent. Well, because you see here in England, it's obligatory in the school, in primary, secondary schools, that students learn about 6 main religions of the world. And it's called religious education. Do you have religious education? Yeah, okay, that's great. So, you said quite a few very important things which are associated with Hinduism. You said India, karma, reincarnation. Someone said Buddha. What else we heard? India, karma, reincarnation, Buddha. Anything else? Anything else? For example, some other words in Denmark. Do you have any words which they are coming from India and they are used on everyday basis? I saw your.
I was just going to say more than one God.
More than one God. Okay. Many gods. Okay. Well, how much you are using? How you would call your teacher in Sanskrit? How you will teacher? What's the name for teacher? In Sanskrit, in Indian language. Anyway, you know, first it starts with G. Starts with G. Have you heard for that word? Yes. So guru means a teacher. In the real translation, word guru means heavy. Heavy, someone who is heavy with knowledge and should transfer that knowledge on others. Yeah? So something what is really interesting, Hinduism is the oldest religion of the world, but word Hinduism is only started to be used in the 8th century. And if you study holy books of Hinduism, which are, any one of you know what are the holy books of Hinduism? That's a very difficult question. They are called Vedas. Yeah? And this is not just one book, rather it's a body of books. And in the Vedas, you would never ever find word Hinduism. There is no even once mentioned that word. And it's oldest religion. So what really happened? Sometime in the 8th century, people in Persia, they call everyone who lives across the river they call Hindu. From where this really comes from, a little bit of language. There is an Indian word for the body of water or river, and it's called Sindhu. And in Persian language, S becomes her. And then Persians call everyone who lived across the river Indus, they call Hindu. And slowly that word started to be used more and more. But people who are practicing Hinduism really, even today in India, they would not so much say, oh, we are Hindus, we practice Sanatana Dharma. They say we practice Dharma. So who of you studied Buddhism and knows a bit about Buddhism? Yeah? Wow. There's quite a lot of time you heard word Dharma. Yeah? And do you have any one of you brave enough to say what Dharma means? Would you like to try?
Læreren, ikke? Lærer. En lærer.
Okay, well, I have a question for you first. Psychologists did a research, and they said there is one thing that people fear more than death. Do you know what is that? People fear more than death. Yes?
Life.
Life? That's a good one. I like that one. It is sometimes like that, yeah? Yes, please. What comes after we die? Yes, that's a good one. Anyone else? It's a fear of public speaking. Yeah? So today we are going to have a deal that please don't be afraid to speak publicly. There is no stupid question and there is no stupid answer about the subject which you don't know so much. So just feel free to give your answers, and because this is the way how we, like to share knowledge and experience and the thinking and things like that. Yeah, please. So, but I like your answers. Life. Yeah, we are scared of life sometimes very much, and also that what is coming after the life. So Dharma. Anyone of you would try to give answer what Dharma means?
Teachings.
Teachings. Yeah. But Dharma, what's the quality of the salt? The main quality of the salt. When you say salt, what's the quality of the salt? When you try, it's salty, isn't it? What's the quality of fire? Hot, thank you. What's the quality of water? It's cold and it runs, isn't it? So Vedas explain that Dharma of human beings, that our Dharma is that we search for the higher meaning of life. As a human beings, we have this ability to, ponder about the meaning of life. When any one of you, I guess almost probably everyone, was in the point of life when you saw a beautiful sky with a lot of stars, which you cannot see here in London because of the so much, lights. But you just, you looked at the sky and you thought, my God, is there any life in that universe than here on the planet Earth? Oh, there is a God. Who created this? Is it created or? Who of you had these thoughts? I think everyone, isn't it? So this is, for example, reason why I'm today also practicing Krishna consciousness in particular. By education, I'm a veterinarian, but I practice for a very short time, and science is something that is very dear to my heart and very important to me. So I would like to have one little experiment with you. So, would you like to catch this? Okay. Can you tell me which materials we need to make this marker?
This marker?
Yes.
Plastic.
Plastic, okay.
Some color.
Ink?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Felt. That's called felt.
Okay.
Okay.
That's probably
Yeah,
it.
that's probably it. Thank you. So, for this simple marker, we need some felt, we need some ink inside, and we need a plastic. That's material which we need. But also we need someone who had to design this and think how to make that marker, how to make ink which can highlight instead that covers just letters which we want.